Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian dropped today, and this was a great one, full of some great action and the first live action appearance of Bo-Katan Kryze, played by Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. But who is Bo-Katan and why is she so important to the story? Let's talk about it. Before I begin, if you have not seen the latest episode of The Mandalorian or The Clone Wars or Rebels, be warned, major spoilers lie ahead. I highly suggest that you go watch at least the latest episode of The Mandalorian before you check this out. And if this is the first time on your channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of the content. And also make sure that you come back and hang with us on Mondays as we break down the latest episodes of The Mandalorian. So if you have seen the latest episode and want to know more about Bo-Katan, or if you're just here for a refresher, this is the way. So let's begin. Bo-Katan is the sister of Duchess Satine Kryze, the former ruler of Mandalore during the Clone Wars era. She is first introduced in the Clone Wars TV show as a lieutenant in a terrorist group called the Death Watch, serving under Pre Vizsla. See, during this era, the Duchess was a pacifistic leader. She believed that the old warrior ways of the Mandalorians needed to end. This did not sit well with Pre Vizsla, who was a direct descendant of Tara Vizsla, the creator of the Darksaber. The old Mandalorians and Vizsla believed that the true Mandalorians were warriors and they were meant to conquer. They also believed that whoever held the Darksaber is the true Mandalore and should rule. And it just so happens that Pre Vizsla had the Darksaber. Now Bo-Katan believed this with every fiber in her being, so much so that she went against her own sister. The problem with all this was that the Death Watch were not winning over the people. They were seen as terrorists and traitors of Mandalore. As fate would have it though, Pre Vizsla would stumble upon an almost dead Darth Maul and his brother Savage Opress. Pre Vizsla rescued and treated them against Bo-Katan's warnings that they could not be trusted. Pre Vizsla shared with Bo-Katan that they could use Darth Maul as a weapon to help them take over Mandalore, and when they were done with him, they could kill him or imprison him. Yeah, not the best plan there, buddy. Darth Maul formed a plan that he and his brother would form a group called the Shadow Collective and then rain terror on the planet. Death Watch could then come in and rescue the people, making it look like Satine had no control because of her pacifistic ways, thus allowing Pre Vizsla to take over. The plan worked, but when Pre Vizsla double-crossed Darth Maul and Savage and imprisoned them, Maul broke free and challenged Pre Vizsla to a duel. Maul easily defeated Vizsla and took the Darksaber for himself. The members of the Death Watch swore fealty to Maul, but Bo-Katan and those allies closest to her would not recognize a Mandalore that was not true Mandalorian, so they fled. During this time, word got to the Jedi that Maul had taken over Mandalore and imprisoned the Duchess. Obi-Wan wanted to help, but the Jedi forbid it because Mandalore was a neutral system. And remember how Obi-Wan's always telling Anakin to obey the Jedi Council? Well, yeah, he didn't do that here. Against the Council's orders, Kenobi headed over to Mandalore to free Satine. Kenobi was captured in a failed attempt to rescue the Duchess, and before Kenobi's eyes, Maul killed the Duchess. Bo-Katan would now regret ever allowing Maul to take over and decided to take sides with the Jedi. She rescued Kenobi and was able to get him off the planet, but was unable to dethrone Maul or his puppet leader, Prime Minister Almec. At this exact same time, though, Darth Sidious showed up to the planet and defeated Maul, killed Savage Opress, and took the Darksaber for himself. Some time passes, and Bo-Katan, now leader of a new group called the Night Owls, continues to track Maul without any real success. But one of the leads brings her to the Pikes with Ursa Wren, the mother of Sabine Wren. There they find former Jedi Ahsoka Tano as prisoner. They witness Ahsoka's escape and track her down to level 1313 in Coruscant. For all you Star Wars gamers out there, you'll recognize 1313 as the canceled video game that was supposed to be about Boba Fett. Anyway, they recruit Ahsoka to help them take back Mandalore. Ahsoka believes that she can convince the Republic to help them free Mandalore by approaching Kenobi and Anakin, but just at that exact same time, they get word that the Chancellor has been abducted and the events of Revenge of the Sith are about to play out. Kenobi agrees to allow Ahsoka to take a division of Anakin's 501st Legion to aid in the siege of Mandalore. The army would find Mandalore still in control by Prime Minister Almec and his forces led by Gar Saxon, who is now a super commando in Darth Maul's Shadow Collective. They are successful at dethroning Prime Minister Almec, defeating and arresting Gar Saxon, and also capturing Darth Maul. Bo-Katan was then named regent by the Jedi, and Ahsoka left the planet with Maul in tow. Now, some of the Republic forces were left on the planet to help them find any other super commandos that were left over. But as fate would have it, Order 66 is issued, the Jedi are annihilated, and the Republic forces left on the planet are now the Empire. Bo-Katan is then approached by the Empire to do their bidding, but she refuses to, so Clan Saxon betrays her and removes her from power. Then Gar Saxon becomes the Imperial Viceroy and the Governor of Mandalore. This brings us to the Rebel show, and nearly 2 decades have passed since Bo-Katan was abdicated. Sabine Wren shows up to Mandalore holding the Darksaber and convinces Clan Wren to take up sides against the Empire. Sabine defeats Gar Saxon in a duel, and when Gar Saxon refuses to abide by the Mandalorian way, her mother Ursa Wren kills Saxon. Mandalore then enters another civil war. Bo-Katan gets word of this, and now her and her Night Owls join forces with Clan Wren to battle against Clan Saxon and the Empire. When Bo-Katan returns, Sabine realizes that she is a great leader, so she attempts to give her the Darksaber, but Kryze refuses to take it. She doesn't feel that she's worthy of the title that goes along with it. But after a few skirmishes and one major battle, Clan Saxon is finally defeated and the Empire along with it. Sabine attempts to give her the Darksaber again, which everyone agrees with. So Bo-Katan takes the mantle of Mandalore and leader. But although the Empire has been defeated on Mandalore, they were not yet defeated entirely. So after these events, the Great Purge occurs. All that we know here is that during this time, all of the Beskar on Mandalore was taken by the Empire, and Moff Gideon acquired the Darksaber. How he was able to take this from Bo-Katan has not been mentioned yet. I was kind of hoping that we would get a flashback at least in this latest episode, but we may get that in the future. So that's it. That's where we find her now, hunting down Gideon to reacquire the Darksaber. Hope this caught you all up on the story. If there's any other characters that you would like a backstory on, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you join us on Monday for the full breakdown and our thoughts on the latest episode of The Mandalorian. Until next time, guys, keep it marvelous, and may the Force be with you.